Hi guys, welcome to Stormford Motors Group, and today we will be reviewing the Peugeot 208 first generation. Now let's start with the exterior features. As you can see, this is quite a stylish French car. Compared to its competitors, it looks good. If you look at the Toyota Vitz, if you look at the Mazda Demio of the Volkswagen Polo, I believe this is the best looking out of all the three. Now, as you might know, this is a super mini. This is what Peugeot offers, and for what it gives quite a beautiful design with the LED tail lights at the back, and the shape from the side coming from the front is quite funky. So I think I really like it, and with other models you can get a panoramic sunroof, but with this one it's a hardtop. Now as we come at the front, this is a front wheel drive car, and the engine is a 1.2 liter petrol engine. It can come with a diesel variant, but this one is petrol. Now the diesel ones are quite economical, as you might say, because they are 83 miles per gallon. This one is not bad. It's around 63, so still good gas mileage. We can have 82 horsepower on this one. Some variants have 68, but this one has 82, and it can go up to 110. But with the GT variant, which we'll talk about later, it has higher than 110. Now let's talk about the history of the Peugeot 208. As many of you might know, there is the famous Peugeot 205 GTI, which was in the WRC. After the 205 GTI's success in rally, Peugeot had a task to create a new model. Now the 206 was quite, let's say, disappointing, but they perfected the formula with the 207. Now, the 207 was the best-selling car in Europe in the first year of production. Guys, can you believe it? First year of production, best-selling car in Europe. That was the 207. And then the Peugeot engineers had a quite hard task to fill because they kept getting bangers. And with the next car, the 208, I believe they perfected the formula. Why do I say they perfected the formula? This is because they made it better by making it smaller on the outside and bigger on the inside. And as you might know, some of your parents might say, what matters is what's on the inside rather than on the outside. This being the first generation 208, it had some huge shoes to fill. Now with the second gen, it made its successes. Now, the second gen, which is Mark II of 208, they had a great run in 2022 where they became the best-selling car in Europe, and then they switched in 2023, still being in top 5 and a little bit higher than the Golf GTI. So you can still conclude that it was a good car even after the introduction to the market. Let's talk about the weight and the space. The Peugeot 208 is 100 kgs lighter than the previous generation 207. And if we look at the boot, it is 15 liters larger than the predecessor, which is the 207. Now, with the interior of this car, it's decently spacious, so to say. It's a subcompact car, so you can't expect all the space in the world. But if you look at the interior design compared to the likes of the Toyota Vitz, this is more classy because you can look at the black accents. You have a nice infotainment system that's pushed forward from the dash, and you have the speedometer that's raised above the steering wheel. This is quite a small steering wheel, but it does the job. And if you look at the A pillar from the B pillar, it's a nice swanky design. As you look at the steering wheel dials, you have quite responsive dials in front of you, so that when you're driving, you don't need to change the, let's say, volume or the music channel that you listen to. You can just do it from your steering wheel. So it increases your focus on the road, and it's quite convenient. Now, as you look at the infotainment system, it's a touchscreen, so you can change anything you want from the menu. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you can even connect with the USB on the USB port and listen to your music. Now, as we look at the features that it has parking sensors and traction control, so you can change the dials on that, and on this side you can have the cruise control, so that when you're doing long distances or on the highway, you can just set it up and put your gas off the pedal. As we look at the comfortable seats, we have the seat boulders on the side that protect you on the corners. We also have the glove box. You can show inside the glove box, you have some storage there. You have more storage here on the armrest, and you can put something there. I don't know what will fit there, but maybe your car keys or something. You have 2 cup holders where you can put your drink. They're quite small, so maybe a small drink, and you can charge your phone on that port. Now, as we look at the space behind, I'm quite tall, I'm 6'3", so I don't have much space, but I can sit here comfortably. I just can't wiggle my legs. And for the headroom, there's still some space on top, so that's a good sign that the car is quite comfortable to deal with. Should you consider buying a Peugeot 208 as your new car, your first car, or your second car? In my own honest opinion, I think so, because look at it, it's beautiful. Compared to the Vitz, I think this is much better looking. Even if you look at the interior, better quality, the seats are comfortable, and it's within the same price point. So I think you're better off taking this, because if you're looking at fuel efficiency, it's still efficient, and it's 63 miles per gallon, so you can't go wrong with that. Thank you for watching this video. My name is George. I'm your host for today, and see you on the next one.